All right, hey everybody, it's Leanne. It's February the 24th, and I'm just out for a walk with my puppy and studying this ravine. I have been studying actually for about 3 years now, 2-3 years, and I just found this really awesome piece of transitioning brick. It's like this random piece of stair or something, just in the middle of the floor here. Excuse me. Underneath, this is the Shepherd Bridge here in Toronto, and there's a little bit of old, like what looks like asphalt, but I think it's just transition building material coming in this trail that's since dustified. And oh goodness, did you find a friend? And there's just a random, looks like a stair here, and there they go. And anyway, I just love this. Okay, not only along Lake Ontario and in the backs of old buildings in a little part of Toronto, but in the middle of the woods. Yippers. I just love that. Look at that. That's awesome. So I want to wish everybody doing the Brickathon today, happy Brickathon. I'm going to try to tune in a little later. I have a lot going on next few weeks with work and with travel. Oh, hi guys. But I'm going to try to tune in. Happy dogs. All right, I'll take some pictures. See you later. Hi, what's your name? Hiya. All right, so there's that stack I was just looking at, showing you the transitioning brick and the pebblecrete material. And there's this old waterway that has blown out right here. There's an old sewer stack right there. And then it's just complete blowout. But farther up, not too far, just around that fallen tree, there are some more caged brick. And there's actually some really nice levels, 1, 2, 3 levels of caged brick up there. And I actually made a video on this ravine 2 summers ago that, like so many of my videos, I haven't put out yet. I haven't put together and edited and got it coherently explained. But anyway, maybe I'll do that before March break. So just trying to show you the interconnectedness of these pieces. All right, it's really incredible. And then there's the Don River just over here with so much evidence. So much evidence, and caged brick all up and down, old, varying degrees of melt and heat and destruction, or whatever we're calling it these days. It's really quite remarkable. I did scour this stack a couple summers ago looking for a brick. I couldn't see any in the base, but it's just all transition material. There's a little bit of a corner right there. But anyway, I just wanted to show you, and I did find some real bona fide bricks in this blowout. We're just down the creek here, and we've just walked up. This is all blowout, and this is where the bricks begin again. They look like pieces of limestone or something, but I have found still orange, red, intact bricks. And in typical fashion, they keep it all covered up with all this crazy wood. Oh, it really gets beautiful up here. Can you see it's kind of fallen out from away from the bank? There's like an old pot or something like that down there. Like an old urn. That's cool. Okay, so it begins. It's like minus something crazy today. I actually really love it. It feels like winter. So I'm sorry, I'm snotting and snorting and coughing and gurgling. All right. So that's incredible. Now this is just a small, tiny little, like, hardly anyone even knows about this creek, okay? Probably just the people who are living right around this immediate area knows about it. So there's no trailhead, there's no signage, nothing marked being like, come walk this trail. Really? No, I wouldn't go down there. But you can see even the bottom of this creek is caged, okay, is fenced. And it goes up and up and up and up and up. There's a bridge up and around that corner. I've scoured every bundle of this at length for hours. I just walked right up the creek, and it is really something. It's difficult to see actually in the summer with all the trees and greenery. I'm just walking on top of the bundles. Excuse me. But it's really mind-blowing. No need for this. No need for this to build this in modern day. Okay, if there's a little creek coming through this ravine, you let the creek be a creek. You just let it be. Okay? This is a tremendous amount of effort, and for what? I think this is all left over from the previous civilization, and it's just sort of hiding in plain sight here. What do you think, Harley? Yeah? Yeah, me too. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so this is just a nice way to see just the length of it. I'll head up there where it begins to be a bit taller, but you can see here, it's just this amazing little creek lined with transition building material. Okay, and you check out the ages of these trees. Like, I suspect this would had to have been placed here and built here older than this tree. All right, it just seems to make sense. So for what it's worth, let's go up here. All right, we're just farther up this little creek, and this is where there's more still intact. It gets even higher up here. And I'm sure, or I suspect at one point, all of these sides were this big, but they've since just blown out, dustified. They've just disappeared. Okay, let's go up there a little further. So there's a really high part, and it continues. There's some steps up here. We're underneath a huge bridge right now, but the road up top isn't really very big. It's just a residential bridge, which is kind of crazy. But it continues all the way up. It just goes and goes and goes. Isn't that amazing? All right, here's the section farther up. It gets quite narrow here. And then it ends up going into, or the water's coming out of that big culvert up there, which is just coming right out of the bank. Who knows where that goes. That's kind of cool. And then after that, it sort of dissolves around the corner. I'll show you. All right, so this is where some of the water's coming from. Some of the water is actually coming down here. This is actually an intersection of two little creeks, and it's all caged. It's all these bundles of transition brick building material. Isn't this nuts? And then up here, it ends, so there's a transition point, and then it's just a full blowout on either side. There's massive boulders, which I'm sure is just the heated material that's globbed together under, from whatever event took place. But it's just a mess. Like, it's really tricky to even go any farther. It goes around, it cuts through. It's quite a steep ravine back there. And then it just ends at those houses. All right, so this is really, really, really cool. I think old world. Certainly not from our civilization, I do not believe. What do you think, Carly? So this is really cool. So this is what it becomes. Here's the transition point. But you can see there's the fencing along the ground there. It's still along the bank, but everything's dustified. It's just turned to dirt. Okay, you can still see the fencing up there. I don't know if you can see it. See? And then it just disintegrates. It just disappears. All right, so you can actually see, especially at this transition point here, there were other layers, higher layers. Oh, careful, honey bun. You okay? Oh, Soaker. Oh, Soaker, come on. Cold feet. Oh no, did you get cold feet? So now that I've shown you this creek, we're back at the bottom of it where it drains into the Don River, and we are back at this little channel. Sorry, that word's just escaping me. And all around here is just all blowout, right? But it makes me wonder if originally this whole creek looked like that, and maybe these caged, fenced brick numbers is what these were built around. Like maybe they were finished with finished to look like this. And since said events over who knows how long, Carolina, you know, everything's just dustified and it's just disappeared, but there's little pieces left here and there. So that just makes me wonder if that might be the case. Okay. And where things are blown out, it just is, yeah, there's just nothing left. But then you see building material everywhere you go along here. It's really quite something. And there's a whole bunch of these sewer stacks. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that. What do you think?